That right there, boys, is how they always leave the Kentucky Yankees garage. Just like that. Burning rubber. And there's our four-wheeler. Got it pushed off here to the side for right now. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to continue to make videos on that four-wheeler. I'm just waiting on parts. But this is what I wanted to show you. While I was working on that four-wheeler and making videos on it, I purchased this thing to work on so we'd have something else to do. Let me give you a little look at it. It's a 2003 Yamaha TTR, I guess. 225 cc, something like that. So here we are again, guys, with another basket case. It's been took apart, put back together, and the guy said the stator was bad in it, or he thought it was bad, so he bought a used one on eBay. He put it on there, and it still doesn't run. I'm assuming it doesn't have spark. I don't know. We haven't looked at it yet. He thinks he got a bad stator off of eBay. I think he's putting too much trust in the motorcycle dealership that told him it was a bad stator. I don't know. I could be wrong, guys, but let's dig into this thing and see what's wrong with it. The first thing I want to check is the old stator, because that way I can confirm that it was bad. If it actually was bad, then we can check the stator on the bike. If it's not bad, then we know we most likely have a wiring problem someplace or something like that. Brown to green, 584 to 876. Brown to green. Here we go, how you do. And that's well within specs, very nice. So yellow to ground, 20 to 30 ohms, which is very little resistance. In this case, we're going to have to hit it right there. And we're good. We're good on that right there too, guys. I believe that stator's good. I think what we'll do next is just hook the battery up and see what's going on with it. Let's just see what she'll do. Run. Nothing. Better make sure I got it in. Oh, wait a minute. Key switch on. Still nothing. Let's look around this thing and see what the heck's going on. Maybe in gear. Let me check that real quick. Alright, so our battery's really weak. I got the charger hooked up over there, and I won't lie to you, I did try it, and it is cranking over, so let's see. Let us check and see if it's got any spark. Interesting, it does have spark, guys. I don't know how good it is, but it does have spark. Let me lower you straight down to it, and you guys take a look. I'll show you what we're dealing with. So boys, it does have spark. So I just turned the fuel on, guys, and look what's happening here. She's puking fuel right out of that carburetor all over the floor. And look over here. Nice hot fire burning. So I think I'll clean that gas up real quick and we will continue on. There we go. We knocked the needle's seated now. Okay, I don't think I showed you when I did this, but what I ended up doing was putting that car battery on there and the jumper cables again. Because of that issue we had with the four-wheeler, I don't want to have that issue again. Next thing I think we're going to do, guys, is just check the stator and the pickup coil on this bike. So same procedure we did on the bench. Just going to unplug this, and these wires run down to the pickup. And we'll just check those real quick. And that's a bad reading, I believe, boys. I don't think, let me see. Oh no, that's within specs right there. So our pickup is good. We'll plug that back in. And we'll check the brown to green wire right now. Here's green, there's brown. Let's check that out. Okay, that is out of specification, guys. The stator that's in this machine might be bad. The one that's out might be good. Well, at this point, I want to stop and tell you guys what I think's going on. I just ohm the stator. It ohms, and it's bad. Or possibly the wrong one or something, I don't know, but it's no good. I looked inside the old stator housing that was in the box, and it had a little bit of metal shavings in it. And then I also looked at the pickup, guys. And here's what I see. And I don't work on these all the time, but I believe there should be metal coming out of that one, the same as that. I could be wrong, I don't know. But the stator ohms bad. I think what happened was he replaced the stator and the pickup. I believe the pickup is probably good, but the stator's bad. I think what I'm going to do is check the wires going down to it to make sure we don't have no problems with those. Take the side cover off and replace the stator with the original one, but leave the old pickup on there. So that's what we'll do. Well, I just got her propped up here sideways with a couple blocks of wood. Let the oil drain that way. Maybe I won't have to drain the oil out. Get the side cover off. And I was wrong about that sensor, that pickup. They're both made the same way, guys, so I was wrong about that. Let's keep investigating. So I'm putting the stator back in here, the original housing, and put the pickup back in there. And it's funny, guys, like I said, it's always a puzzle. If you'll look right there, that bolt has been broke off and been tried to drill it out to repair it, and that explains the metal shavings inside of this case. So I'll have to get that bolt out, finish putting this together. We're gonna put it back on the machine. Well, I have a lot of fun guessing along the way, you know, what might be wrong with this thing, and here's what I'm thinking now. I'm thinking the stator's good, the pickup was good, and probably what was happening was maybe the battery wasn't charging and going dead. When the battery goes dead, the bike shuts down. I don't know. That's my guess right now because, you know, the stator as far as the spark shows good and the pickup shows good. We'll see what happens. Easy outs never work, but I can't help but try it. Let's just see. Well, boys, it's my lucky day. Woo! These things never work. But it did today, that's cool. I've already soldered that wire on there, guys, and the pickup's already been installed. All this does is hold the wires down and back, out of the way. I'm putting this cover back on without a gasket because I want to see what the spark does and stuff like that before I put a new gasket on here. Be careful. These bolts are different sizes. Two long ones, one short one, and the rest are all the same size. Watch what you're doing, guys. Guys, I'll tell you, that just surprised me. It just fired right up like that. I can't believe it. I need to turn the fuel on. I didn't even have it on. In the end, guys, I was right about a couple things and wrong about a couple things. The one thing I was right about, the cycle shop misdiagnosed this machine because I put the original stator and pickup back on it and it ran. What probably happened was after this guy put the used stator on there, he went searching to try and fix it. I noticed it had another coil put on it. Possibly the coil was bad. And he actually fixed it and never knew it because the stator that he had replaced was a bad one. So, guys, you need to know whether or not your parts are bad. You have to test them. Don't just hang stuff on there not knowing whether the part's good or bad. I believe this machine is charging the battery because I can unhook the cables off of it. It doesn't have a battery hooked to it. All I had was jumper cables to another battery. I can unhook those cables. The bike will keep running. So I believe the stator's working fine, you know, as far as the charging system goes too. Anyways, this dirt bike runs great. I got to get a battery for it, maybe a couple other parts. I'm going to do some more filming on the four-wheeler when the parts come in for that. Maybe CW and I will go on a romp. Guys, thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.